All right, welcome to today's skills session. So we are going to be ninja warriors. Still a really great workout to be had, but putting the focus out of wanting to feel puffed and fatigued and putting it into your technique, which in itself is exhausting. Now we're going to start off with your warm-up. Warming up 3 things. So you got your wall push-ups, we've got some praying sumos, and the last one we're going to do some TBA curls, and we're going to pay lots of attention to how we do that. Now my wall's over here, so I'm actually going to just use my Smith machine bar because that's what's close for me. But making it easy, so find your wall. Too easy. And go. Think about it again. Resisting on the way in and press. So you're looking at that positioning of the elbows, 45 degrees. Just slow, and you're going to go for a minute, so just don't mind my backside for 60 seconds. Breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you push up. Cool. All right, these are praying sumos with a little bit extra, so we're going to stand up. Just adjust this just a little bit in between each one. It's a little bit like a slight drop. So go down, booty up, booty down, stand up. So you get a stand in there too. Down, up, down, and stand. Keep going. And your elbows are just pushing your knees apart. Good, and you should start to feel those hamstrings pretty quickly. Ooh, and my quads. Yeah, glad that one's over. All right, hit the deck. Coming down for your TVA curls. Now I'm going to pause this because this needs just a little bit of extra explanation. So we're not doing roof reaches per se, although it looks very similar. Get my hair out the way. We're focusing in on your belly button region. What we're aiming to do is keep the belly flat, even when you lift up, and drop back down. If you don't really concentrate on what you're doing, and excuse me for showing you my belly, but if we don't focus, we're going to lift up, and this is going to happen. We've got like a little loaf of bread popping up. So that's your rectus abdominis working, but nothing else that holds the belly button down is working right now. So focusing on less is more. Only go up as high as you can whilst keeping all this down. If you go big star-shaped hands on your finger, like hands on your fingers on your belly button, and breathe out. Just curl, just small. Now it's just as hard to keep it down on the way down as it is on the way up. So do be careful about that. I'm going to restart this timer. You're just focusing on that for a minute. Good. And you try not to hold your breath. You're trying to breathe through the curl and down. If your neck gets a little bit tired, sore, you've got a spare hand that you can use. Because this isn't about the reps, it's about the activation. It's okay that we're a little bit lopsided. Good. Just keep drawing belly button into the spine, spine into the floor. Push it down hard. Excellent. All right, and relax. So now that you're nice and activated, let me just find that. We'll go into your sets. Now, these aren't timed or anything, so we're just going to get through the reps. So once you know what they are, if you get ahead, if you get behind, it doesn't matter. Just meet me at the end and then we'll move on. So we're going to do 5 reps, 4 sets, 3 exercises. Push-up, pulses. We've got sit to stands. Now you've got the upgrade of doing like a staggered pony step, in which you would end up doing 3 on each side, ergo 6 total. You'll be fine. And your bolster sit-ups if you need a bolster. If not, just your regular sit-ups, but if your feet are lifting up off the floor, you need a bolster. So let me just gather a few things. All I will need is what the laptop is on. That's fine. I'll use this. And for a bolster, I think I'm just going to do without, to be honest. But I'm going to work extra hard. I'm going to work extra hard to make sure that everything stays down. I'm only going to go up as high as I can without a bolster. But if you want to use a bolster, highly recommend. It's like if you got like a pillow or a decorative pillow is often the best. Just something that you can put under the middle of the back, and that gives you just a little bit of leverage for your sit-ups. So like I said, 4 sets, 5 reps. We don't need Mr. Timer right now. He can get out of the way. And we're going to start off with push-up pulses. So not actual push-ups, but just pulses from the bottom. So you can be on your toes or on your knees. It starts from here though, and you're only going to go up halfway. So think of it as just halfway up, whole body and down. 5 of them. 2, 3, exhale on the hard part, whole body. 4 and 5. So if you manage to get your whole body moving at the same time, so if you didn't leave your hips behind or you didn't butt up too much, we'll try it on your toes for the next set. Cool. Next up. What did I say it was? Oh, sit stands. Now, 6 if you're doing pony style, 3 on each side, 5 if you're just going straight out. So target practice for me. What I'm going to do is just put my foot out. We're going to sit all the way down, 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 down. Boom. And then up. Yeah, I'm not trying to use momentum. We're trying to use control, keeping the heel down. And up. Like I said, 3 on each side or 5 total. Just nice, slow control. Good. And, I do have a mechanical advantage. I got short legs. Imagine if you had longer legs and your knees, up at your earlobes. That's going to be harder to lean forward. It's going to get in the way. So adjust accordingly. Don't expect it to look like this. Good. And it's not like you really need any rest between these exercises because we're training different muscle groups. They're getting their rest as we do the other exercise. So last one, if you've got your bolster, put it behind that middle part of your back. You'll know after the first rep or 2 what the best spot for it is. But we're just going to do 5 reps of sit-ups. Just curling up as much as you can, only the amount where you can stay feet on the ground, no yanking, no thrusting, still breathing. That's the rules. Ready? Off you go. Now we have done that great work on your transverse abdominis. I was going to call it something else just then. Make sure you keep that going through all 5. Even if you need to put your hand there, just for a bit of tactility, over time, you start to know it and you start to know the feeling of drawing your TVA in. If you want to know more about the TVA, I did a whole video about it. It should be on your WOD member site somewhere. If not, I'll put it in there. Good. Keeping the heels down. Last one, if you're following me. Good. And relax. Like I said, 4 rounds. We're just going to keep rolling through this. Just nice, slow control. And you will find it starts to get harder. So these push-ups, I'm going to try them on my toes. Belly flop all the way down. As the whole body needs to come up with you. So it's knees, hips, chest all at once, just to halfway. Big breath in. And breathe out as you push up. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 5. Now you've got to keep your shoulders away from your ears here. So if your shoulders are lifting to try and push, no. Take it back to your knees. Other option you've got there is you can go up on your knees, down on your toes. It's just a little bit hard to manage. Even more options is like, being up on a box or a couch just with the upper body. You won't completely relax, because if you completely relax, you're going to end up, folding through the middle, which you can't do. But you can make it work if you prefer and you want to try that. All right, target practice. 3 and 3 or 5 total. Now you can make this harder by making the seat lower, or you make it harder by, what's that? Pony stepping. It should just be smooth, or as smooth as you can make it, up and down. Good, and just be aware of how it's different from one side to the other. Good. Excellent. And your sit-ups to finish off round number 2. 5 of these. Good. Have a feel on your belly. See when it moves, if it moves. See what you can do about it. Good. I'm done. Are you done? We're going to move on. These half push-ups, flipping yourself over. 5 of them. Not sure if I did 4 or 5 last time, but anyway, it's 5. Big breath in, shoulders away from ears, halfway up. Go. 5, 4, 3. So my elbows don't straighten. 2 and 1. Woo-wee. Cool. All right, and I'm starting to get hot. We would start working the muscle, blood starts to flow, energy starts to get used, and the byproduct is heat. So if you're feeling hot, it means you're still working hard. Good. Sitting. 1 foot in front of the other, or double. 5 or 6. Good. Pressing through the whole foot. That one that's bearing all the weight, make sure the heel stays down, toes stay down. Good. Okay. Sit-ups round number 3. 5 of them. If you know what's going on with the TVA, keep working it. Belly button down. Spine into floor. Big breath. Oh, my heel's almost lifted just then. So things will get sneakily hard. You're probably not going to feel like a burning sensation doing this workout, but suddenly something's just not going to go. And that's typical of when we're doing strength work, but also really focusing on technique work too. So be okay with it getting hard. It's designed that way. I want you to get to potentially a point of failure because that's how you know you're doing enough. Okay. Ready for your push-ups. Last set. Come on down. Just 50% push-ups. Exhale on the hard part, which is the up. 3, 2, 1. And go. Cool. Whee. And ponies. Just in case you forgot, like your option here is to not stagger your legs and just to go down, whole body down with control, whole body up. Just so you know that we are working towards your getting up off the floor with the least amount of limbs possible. Who knows? Sometime in the future, we're just going to levitate off the floor. Good. Breathing through the exercise. This is a great opportunity. Like it's a great day to focus on the breath. So not doing anything hard and fast. Good. Just doing one more just in case. Whee. All right. Sit-ups one more time. Your version. Keep it in control. Do 5. I know this is starting to get hard for me, so I'm going to super concentrate and maybe take it back a little bit. We'll see how we go. Big breath in and out. Cool. Cool. I just needed a bit more concentration. Okay, we are moving on. We're not done yet, but we are moving on to more practicing our skills, which means I'm pretty sure, let me just double confirm, that yeah, you only have to do most things once, sometimes twice. So we're going to do the skills, and then we're going to do your 2 held things alternating, and then we'll call it a day. So we've got 5 roll stands, 5 jumps, 5 push-ups. Let's start off with that. So you roll to stand again. Got the couch cushions, whatever you need to get a roll to stand with some sort of, what's the word? Flow. Doesn't need to be easy, just needs to be not completely, dangerous. Rolling back, do 5. Heels up, body comes up with you. 5 of those. Again, if you're advanced, go pony step. Good. As always, you need to get the weight over your feet before you try and stand up. It's not going to work. If you try and pop up too early, you got to lean forwards. Next one. Yes, I've already forgotten. Welcome to me, jumps. All right, jumps, very important. I'd be worried if you say my body doesn't want to jump, or my body refuses to jump, or my body hurts when I jump. Life skill. Doesn't mean I'm going to force you to do it, but I want you to think about the consequences and have the aim to, however possible, get to a point where you can jump, even if it's just ankle raises. But if you're with me, 5 jumps, use your arms behind, throw your arms, let your body come with you. 5, 1, 2, big as you can. 3, that's safe. 4, 5, good. Just like that. All right, 5 push-ups. Yeah, push-ups your way. You could be up on the couch, chair, whatever. It could be on your knees. Just wherever you're at, do 5. This is a good opportunity to do the down on your toes, up on your knees option as well. When you're ready, off you go. Shoulders away from your ears, elbows kind of at that 45 degrees. Out here, not too in, not too out, about there. All right, off you go. Cool. Easy done. All right. This part, not so easy done. And, whatever I've written down, I'm going to do the whole thing. So it's 45 seconds. I'm going to give myself, 15 seconds rest. There's 2 sets of 2 exercises. That's 4 rounds total with no additional rest. So we've got plank. Now you can advance a plank. You could de-advance. Regress the plank where you need to. Just don't come down. Never come down. Just keep regressing. And the next one is a squat hold. Focus. A squat hold, which we have done before. We just don't do it very often. Oh, you probably can't see this, but you'll be able to hear it, hopefully. Otherwise, just listen to me. What would I at least want to finish on a squat hold? So we'll do the squat hold first. Ready? 2, 1. You just drop down. Look, you can see me from 2 angles. That's not my twin. That is me in the mirror. Just doing a different angle today, just cause. Why not? Good. Now, aiming to try and sink your hips to parallel-ish, pulling your knees open. You don't have to pulse. Holding is hard enough. Good. Drawing your belly button in. Whole feet flat, pulling your knees apart. Spine is straight, but not too straight. Just regular straight. Good. 10 more seconds. And yes, you will feel it in your quads. You can substitute this for a wall sit if you must. This is harder. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next one is a plank. Plenty of ways to upgrade. So I would say do the first one just regular. If you're not sure, we can always change it from there. Ready? There you go. All right, 3-point check. Fist into the floor. Pulling elbows and toes together towards the center. Belly button in. And breathing. This is another opportunity to check in with that TVA. So if you've got a spare hand, touch it. Notice how domey it is. Pull it in and hold. It is related to the spine. So if you find it hard to do a plank without aggravating your back, it is directly related to your ability to activate your transverse abdominis. So it is important to get a handle on that, even if you take it down, and really work on that. by all means, today's a good day to do it. Good, 5 seconds. Ugh, I'm like regretting this extra layer, but I'm too lazy to take it off. Ready, squat hold, number 2. In, 3, 2, 1, and just drop it like it's hot. Good, and hold. Good. Now you can't touch yourself. You can't place your hands here. That's cheating. So just keep them out of the way. Relax your shoulders. So you feel like you need to be super upright. It's going to load into your lower back. But my back is still straight. But this is more of like a squat angle. Imagine if there's like a barbell on my back. The weight should be over my knees. So just see if you can sink without sinking too low because this is too comfortable. Way too comfortable. Come up off the ground, hips in line with the knees. Hold for another 8, 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, it's good. Plank number 2. Again, prioritize fixing this and checking in with that before you make it harder. Okay, plank number 2. Check your fists, check your elbows, check your toes and elbows, check your belly button in, check your hips tucked under, check your nose is right over your thumbs, but keep your face away from your hands, shoulders away from ears. Is that enough to think about? Squeeze your butt. Hold for another 25 seconds. Just breathe. Unless you're really good at holding your breath for 45 seconds. But I still don't recommend that. Keep holding. Eight seconds. Cool. All right, we're going to go straight into some stretching. Just 3 stretches. We're going to start off with your rotating pec stretch. So go hand stretched out. I think you're going to lose me for a little bit, but foot up and then just go over. Crack, crack, crack. And do alternate it. So moving stretches other way. So you get that one arm outstretched. Find an angle that works well for you. Good. All right. Next one, you're right here. Just move forwards. C line, if you can hit that position, and then push back, mountaintop. But C line, and then go child. So you go, this one's always the same. You alternate between mountaintop and child. Cool. And your last one, just to get you back up to the top. So we're just going to go for your rolling toe touches. Let me get it. Fucking looking at an arm circle. We didn't do it in the beginning, but let's go 1 for 1. So go down and go backwards on the way up. And then go backwards on the way down. You get what I'm doing here? Look, if you're just freestyling right now, that's fine. This one turns it more into like a bit of a body wave. As long as you're doing some form of arm circle, toe touch thing, it's going to feel great. One more on each side. And you are done. Excellent. Thank you so much for hanging out. That was your ninja skills, everything you need to be a great ninja. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.